Elly De La Cruz now on pace for 103 stolen bases this year. The stolen bases back. He'd be a 6-win player, 6.5 WAR as we extrapolated over the full season, scoring 121 runs. He's a one-man gang, so he's on pace for 100 stolen bases. Haven't seen that in a long time. Al Leiter, Anthony Recker, and Anthony, of course, played behind the plate. You now have the pitch timer. You have 2 disengagements, and that's it. Al, how do you stop this guy?
Difficult. It's not easy. But I want to hear Anthony as the catcher, because most catchers complain that they steal off pitchers.
They do.
Which is most of the time true.
They do. They absolutely do.
All right, so let me see what you got, and then I'll tell you what I think.
Let's start with this. First, if you're trying to keep a guy from stealing a base, what's the best way to do it, in your opinion?
Vary my times.
Okay. So that you're giving like a specific example, right? I'm going to vary my times and keep him over there at first base. I would say the best way to get a guy from stealing second base is to not allow him to steal second base, which varying times is part of that, right? That's part of the solution. To me, the other one is being quick to the plate. So you vary your times and you're quick to the plate. Now, all of a sudden, that runner at first base, he doesn't feel comfortable. He doesn't feel like he has an opportunity to even steal the base, and you're already eliminating the threat right there, right from the get-go.
Sure.
I remember catching Bartolo Colon, and I never even had to tell him anything. I didn't have to tell him to pick off. I didn't have to tell him to slide, snip, nothing. He handled it all on his own because he would just come set, and when it was time to throw, he didn't even lift his leg. He'd just come straight to the plate if he had a guy on first that could steal bases. And so to me, when I see what Elly De La Cruz is doing, and we watch that video with Tyler Glass now, he's taken off on Tyler. Okay, so here we're going to something else here. Okay, so this is him getting thrown out. This is him actually and I'll tell you what, he was actually safe here, but he overslid the bag, so he got called out. He's only been thrown out twice this year. Only been thrown out twice. Here they are. This is both of them. And right here, he varied his time, held the ball on him, and caught him in between. Made him uncomfortable. He tried to time the pitcher, and he got him, right? That's what varying times means. Well, this is Tyler Glass now the other day. This is when he stole four bags. Will Smith doesn't even think about throwing this ball to third. He just, there's one out. Or I'm sorry, there was no outs there. There's one out here. Here, Will Smith tries to hurry. It's a very unnatural throw to second base because he's trying to make up for that time for Glass now to the plate. Here is Soriano with Anaheim doing a great job of being very quick to the plate, keeping him uncomfortable over there, varying his times and being quick to the plate. When you're able to do that, you keep a guy like Elly De La Cruz from getting comfortable, from feeling like when he's over here at first base, he wants to be able to kind of walk off, if you will, and see if he can just, steal basically without even a throw. He wants to be able to get over here and say, okay, I know when he's about to deliver this ball to the plate, I don't even have to think about it. I'm just going to, in my head, I'm going to see the rhythm and boom, I'm off. And I don't even have to worry about anything. There's no way that catcher can throw me out with my speed going to second base, right?
Okay, so a couple factors variables that you're not factoring in.
Okay.
You want your pitcher to be comfortable. You want your pitcher to be himself.
100%.
All right. So every catch, by the way, there's got to be some factorization. You're right, because it's math. The catchers, they throw it at what, 1.8, 1.9, 2.0?
It's about 2.0 is pretty much usually
and a good runner's 3.4, 3.5?
Yes.
Okay, so we add up the math. If you're at 2, I got to be less than 1.4.
1.35 was the number, right? Yep.
However, Anthony, not every pitcher is good at that. So if I'm quick, as you mentioned, Bartolo Colon, and I'm with you. If I'm not, I didn't like slide steps. Everybody's like left-handed, you should be able to pick everybody off. I couldn't do the Jimmy Key thing. I couldn't do the Andy Pett thing.
You couldn't read anyone.
Because when I sat here and I was ready to go, all of this massive fat that I had was going. So I wasn't able to go, oh, are you going? And then still effectively make a quality pitch. And my thought process was, for as much as I didn't want you to have guys running at will, or me or us, I wanted to make sure that my dedication and concentration to make a quality pitch was paramount. Now, here's one last thing. So my thing about timing, first of all, Elly De La Cruz, there hasn't been a guy who's had over 100 stolen bases since Vince Coleman.
Yes.
We're talking Ricky Henderson stuff.
We're back here. We're back to the stolen base.
So here's my thing. My thing is, that's exactly right. We got bigger bags. You can only throw over twice. Like, go ahead, keep running. That's what we want. We want to see this excitement. What I used to get mad at myself was the yellow runner, red, yellow, and green, right?
Yes.
The guy who was in that 20 bags a year. I had to keep him. But my Ricky Hendersons, Vince Coleman's,
You just
Timmy
said they're going to
Raines-
take it, and that's it.
No, I didn't want that. But if it meant like I had a dipsy doodle and quick and now I'm 2-0
Yeah.
or 3-1, and now I got to throw a strike, whack, I'm backing up home or third because I just gave up a double.
Yeah.
So there's an element to it.
Yes, 100%. And this isn't something
It's
I
not
want
as
you to think
simple
about.
as everybody's like, hey,
Yeah.
slide step.
This isn't something I want you to think about on the mound. This is something I want that to become natural for you. So this is something that if I'm a starting pitcher in the big leagues right now and I'm having trouble holding guys on in the middle of the season.
Did you catch Syndergaard?
Yes.
So he
had
was-
no shot. I had no shot.
He got
1-7
here
to the plate.
He wants to throw $1 billion, and it was
Yes.
and he was like a closer. Closers don't care
1-7 to
about
the plate.
that.
I had no shot. And his thought process was, I want to worry about the guy at the plate because I want to get him out. And if I get him out, he's not going to score. But the problem for me is, you can, you know, this is baseball. You can execute everything to perfection. You can only control so much in this game. You can execute as much as you want, your game plan, your spot, everything. But the hitter can still bloop something in.
Sure.
And that run, now that he went from first to second and second to third, he scores. So to me, it's not, oh, I want you to worry about this during the game. It's I want you to take the offseason and then come to spring training and have a plan. Have something that you're ready to work on. Be a professional, work on this day in and day out, and make sure that you can do it at least to an effectiveness where you can be effective out there on the mound.
I got you.
And at least keep him close. Because if he's running wild, we're giving up a run almost every time he gets on base.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. What you're saying is accurate. And you're more than just a pitcher. When you let the ball go, you got to field, you got to keep the runners, you got to know where you're going. BK, would you have been able to do a slide step and still throw 95?
No, because I throw right-handed, so I couldn't do it from the way you did left-handed.
Well, okay. How about now?
Well, let me see. I didn't throw 95, so no, I could not have.